So at the age of 15, I'm smoking crack, doing heroin. For years, I was like on the verge of dying or going to jail.
I just think you are a fantastic storyteller, and I was watching your videos. I was just like, tell me more, tell me more. So I'll just hand over to you. Thank you.
So there was 2 prisons, one for drugs and one for murderers. They sent me to the murdering prison. My only charge is drugs, and they're not sending me to the drug prison. Now, this prison is called La Granja. A few years prior, they had over 400 inmates die in a riot. Burned alive. They were playing soccer with somebody's head. Gang war. That's the prison they're sending me to for 4 grams a week.
So I passed out on the floor, and I was unconscious at home alone. And I only came to at Natasha because there was this insistent male voice, and he kept saying to me urgently, Wendy, you've got to wake up or you're going to go home.
Inside of my spiritual experience, I was shown my pre-birth planning. I was shown that I had actually designed my life before I came to Earth.
I didn't know that I was dead at all. It's one of those things that's very surreal. You don't know that you're there until you're there. And even then you don't know for a bit. So as I was looking down at that body, it looked very different than me, even though it was wearing the same clothes as me. I didn't think it was me. I thought it was somebody else.
And I sat up, and right at that time I sat up, there was this energy, like a warmth that started from my feet and wrapped all the way around me, like a cocoon, if you will. And it was warm, and it was the most perfect love I had ever felt. Like I knew everything was going to be okay.
Trauma really can manifest as real medical issues, real big medical issues. And
my consultant said to me, you have 2 options. You can have a hysterectomy, and I was 42, or you can have you can be on long-term morphine patches, neither of which I wanted. And I was in a position where I was taking, like I said, 30 tablets a day, just to get through the day, living my life from medication to medication in order that I could just stay alive. I was existing, I wasn't living. When did you decide that you couldn't? When did you decide that you can't? Who told you? And who's got the power to tell you that you can't? And who's got the power to change that?
So at 17, I left home. I got into a relationship that didn't serve me. By the time I was 21, I was homeless, living in a car with 2 children.
That story is I actually used to weigh almost 300 pounds. And I was broker than broke. I was literally cashing in my change jar at the Coinstar at Walmart. As it turned out, I lost 130 pounds. I became a model and a bona fide traveling showgirl at the age of 49.
And I had no clue what was wrong with this cat. Like I had no clue. And I remember taking his little face in my hands and looking him in the eye and literally saying out loud, "So tell me what's wrong with you." And I immediately heard him say, "I'm really sick. I'm diabetic." And that's literally what came in. And I had no clue. And then
all of a sudden, I started perceiving people's thoughts as physical objects. Wow. This surprised me. It's like, and as I would walk toward them, I would know their life history. If you've ever heard a person say they had the life review when they died, all that is their conscious awareness is no longer restricted to the physical body, and it expands outward in the soul through all of the life's memories that are stored in reverse sequence, all the way back to conception memories, which are about around 15 feet from the physical body.
You are a divine masterwork. Whether you feel like you are or not doesn't change the fact that you are. The fact that you're sitting and existing in your space, in your life, is you are existing in a sacred space, in a highly sought after location. Like Earth School is the hardest to get into. And there's a lot of souls out there. They want to all come to Earth School because it is the hardest one to get into.
Your thoughts really do shape your reality. So whatever your thoughts are in the moment, like I'm poor, I'm sad, I'm lonely, I'm depressed, if it's just like you individually, or even thoughts about the collective, the world itself.
So I've been through profound physical healing. I no longer experience this pain at all. And secondly, I learned that the only way through it for me was through it. And I think that's incredibly powerful, an incredibly powerful truth. And often people are looking for a quick fix, or they want to get around it, or they want someone that can wave a magic wand and they don't have to feel it, they don't have to see it, they don't have to be in it. That's not the way it works on this spiritual journey.
Be yourself. And one of my favorite quotes is, be yourself because everyone else is taken.
It doesn't need to make sense. It's also do it messy. Do it messy.
Just love yourself first. Be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself.
The message that I learned the most about the other side is never give up. Because if you knew how many people were actually rooting for you, how many people on the other side are 100% invested in your development, in your growth, I think if people knew how many people there really were, they would be shocked.